everyone, happy Friday, or should I say Friday the 13th. I hope your Friday is delightfully spooky, or at least that you're reading delightfully spooky books. I kind of wish I were reading a few thrillers this weekend in honor of Friday the 13th, but you know, I feel like at least I'm reading one sort of eerie, strange book that kind of fits the theme. So yeah, I've never filmed a Friday Reads video on this channel, which is strange because I love watching them. But since I never did a proper TBR video for the month of January, just because I don't really know what I'm gonna be reading this month fully, I felt like a weekend currently reading type of video would be manageable. This weekend I plan to finish, hopefully, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I am loving this, guys, no surprise. I'm actually more than halfway, so that should be doable. But I did not realize when I started this that this book is more than 500 pages. So it is taking me a little bit longer than I anticipated, but honestly, it is a page turner. I'm loving it so far. So many people told me that I would love this book, and I was really, really nervous that it wasn't gonna live up to the hype. So far, it's different than what I expected in some ways. I'm still getting the Grace Keepers kind of vibe from this book, which is actually kind of what I was expecting, but this is magical realism, and I pretty much love any book that has anything to do with magical realism if it's done well. I think that what surprised me so far while reading, and again, I'm only a little bit over halfway, but what surprised me most is just how you're reading about the circus, you're reading about the Circus of Dreams, and it's almost like you're zoomed out and you're looking down on all of these characters from a distance. You're not super connected with the characters throughout, which kind of surprises me that I really like this book because I am a character-driven reader. So I'm kind of reading the story from a zoomed out perspective, kind of following the different characters who go to the circus and the different characters who are involved in the circus in some way. But yeah, it's not easy to connect to the characters, which I feel like is intentional. Because this book is an omniscient point of view, you don't get a lot of interior monologue, so you don't really get to be inside the character's head, which I'm not super used to. There are a lot of omniscient point of view fantasy books out there, but even in fantasy, you don't see it that often. When it's done well, it's really memorable. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. There's a lot of intrigue, a lot of secrecy, a lot of just revealing of characters' motives and intentions and desires and fears. The magic that's sprinkled in here is just done so well. It's eerie and atmospheric. I'm just loving how she's creating the Circus of Dreams. Like, all I want to do is wake up and see those black and white tents at the end of my street that just popped up overnight, unnoticed, unannounced. And I just want to experience what these characters experience at the circus. It's just so interesting to me. I'm also really interested to see how it's going to end and how everything ties together, or if it even ties together. I don't know. I'm not going to be spoilery at all, but I just feel like I'm rounding this corner and there's going to be something kind of waiting for me that I didn't expect. That's the vibe I get about halfway through. I'm just so curious how this is all gonna play out. I'm actually vlogging this week as I read this book, so I might repeat myself in a few of those clips, but it's been fun. I think I'm going to maybe post separate vlogs, like maybe daily vlogs, for next week. I'm not really sure if it's gonna be one long vlog, but anyway, that's a tangent. I'm also listening to Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire-Sans. This audiobook is narrated by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and he is literally the perfect narrator. Like, they could not have found a better narrator for this book. But yeah, I wanted to get this book and jump on the bandwagon because I'm planning to read another book by his, which actually comes out in March of this year. I got the ARC from the publisher. The Inexplicable Logic of My Life by Benjamin Alire-Sans. And I wanted to read Aristotle and Dante before I got to this one. I just got a package. I think it's a bookish package, maybe. But it was so awkward because I'm sitting here filming, talking to myself, and the UPS guy just walked up. So anyway, I am listening to Aristotle and Dante on audiobook, and I think I'm a good ways into it. I have about like 4.5 hours left, if that tells you anything. I have to say though, and this is a little bit of an this is a very unpopular opinion, I'm pretty sure, but I'm feeling a little bit underwhelmed by this book. Don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying it. I think it's really cute and really sweet, and it has a lot of the things I look for in a good coming of age story. But I don't know. I don't know if it's just the hype surrounding this book, or if it's that I expected to start reading it and immediately love it, or if it's because I'm listening to it as opposed to physically reading it. But yeah, I'm just a little bit underwhelmed. Like, I thought I was going to love it. And I'm just surprised that it's not blowing me away. Based on what I've heard and what people have told me, I'm just a little bit surprised. So I think from now on, like after I finish this book on audio, I think I'm going to avoid listening to young adult books on audiobooks. I'm not sure why this is, and I don't think it's the narration, because I really think the narration is amazing. But there's something about listening to young adult books on audio that makes me feel like the interior monologue comes across as angsty, like that teen angst just doesn't sit with me well. But I only seem to feel that way when I'm listening to audiobooks instead of physically reading. So yeah, all that to say, I'm liking the story. I don't know how much of this confusion is based off of just my personal reading experience or listening experience. I'm liking the narration, I'm liking the writing. I don't know if it's just that some things feel more exaggerated. I don't know. And I'm hoping that I'll be more decisive in my wrap-up video. But as of right now, I'm thinking it'd probably be a 3-star for me. Again, you guys know I don't put a lot of stock in Goodreads ratings at all. But yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that it's not blowing me away. Okay, so if I finish reading The Night Circus with a lot of time left over this weekend, which I don't think is gonna happen, but hey, shoot for the stars, right? I plan to pick up The Mothers by Britt Bennett. You guys know that I'm super excited about this book. I can't wait to pick it up. I got this in my quarterly box. I have an unboxing video that I'll leave down below. But in case you don't know about quarterly, I do have handwritten author annotations that are included in this book, which is just the coolest. Like, I am the biggest fan of quarterly. I just think that there's no subscription box like them out there. So yeah, I'm very excited to get into the mind of the author as I read this book. Okay, so I didn't really summarize the other books, but this is a debut book about a contemporary Black community in Southern California, and we follow this girl. I believe her name is Nadia, and her mother commits suicide. That's not a spoiler, it's in there in the very beginning. And she kind of starts a relationship with this guy named Luke, who happens to be a pastor's son. The girl Nadia gets pregnant and hides it from everyone, including her God-fearing best friend, Aubrey. And basically that's all I know about this book. There's plenty more in the descriptions, but I don't really want to know a whole lot more before I pick it up. All I really know is that it's a heart-wrenching story about loss and female friendship and the secrets that we carry and tell and don't tell, the decisions we make and don't make, and how the what ifs of life really shape us and how they can hold a lot of power, sometimes more so than the actual experience of making that decision. So yeah, I've heard a lot about this book. I'm really, really eager to pick it up. And I mean, I can't stop staring at it. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Look at this cover. So that's what I'm planning to read this weekend. I'm hoping to at least finish The Night Circus, but we'll see. I have a busy weekend. Not really sure how that's gonna go. I'm hopefully going to be vlogging, so you'll see it all sometime next week, maybe. I hope you had a great week. I hope you pick up some amazing books this weekend, maybe some spooky books for Friday the 13th. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you plan on reading this weekend. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all of that jazz. And I'll see you soon. Bye.